Hey, what happened? What happened, dude? Hey, what happened in that last one? You know what I'm saying? What happened? Can you tell me what happened in the last one? When I just won? You know what I'm saying? On my mom. Oh, shit. Look at that.
So he can't say it didn't happen.
Look at that.
So he can't say it didn't happen.
Never before seen footage of Terence Crawford's private training session suddenly leaked online. At first glance, it looked like a standard warm-up clip until the analysts and former champions started reacting. And they weren't just impressed, they were stunned. Within hours, the video had exploded across social media, with current fighters, commentators, and even rivals weighing in. But the real story isn't just what was shown. It's what the footage reveals about Crawford's preparation, about his mindset, and what it implies about the biggest fight of his career. Because this wasn't just training, this looked like war prep. And as more eyes broke down the footage frame by frame, it became clear Terence Crawford might be holding more cards than anyone expected. But there's one twist. What fighters are not saying in public might be the most revealing part of all. In the leaked footage, Crawford appears transformed, physically and strategically. His frame looks denser, more powerful, as he moves with the sharpness of a welterweight but the presence of a super middleweight. The speed is still there, but there's an added layer of calculation, deliberate footwork, tight angle pivots, and punch sequences specifically designed to break a pressure fighter's rhythm. Observers quickly noticed how much of the training seemed centered around cutting off space, neutralizing forward pressure, and slipping inside to counter. Exactly the blueprint William Skull used to frustrate Canelo Alvarez just weeks ago. Crawford isn't just shadowboxing, he's simulating specific scenarios, most of them rooted in the weaknesses that Canelo displayed in his last outing. That didn't go unnoticed by former two-weight world champion and now analyst Tim Bradley, who pulled no punches in his reaction. Speaking to KO Artist Sports, he said, "Don't listen to me. I'm biased, but Canelo couldn't catch that chicken skull. How the hell do you think he's going to catch Crawford?"
A little bit of me moving forward. That's what scares me about the Canelo fight, to be honest with you. Because
comments set social media on fire. Memes, breakdowns, and hot takes spread across boxing, Twitter, and YouTube alike. Fans started to wonder if the size advantage Canelo holds would really matter if he couldn't pin Crawford down. One fan comment summed it up best: "We've seen fast fighters, but Crawford fights like he already knows your move before you throw it. That's not speed, that's software." But while the leaked footage showed us plenty, it also raised the stakes. Because if this is what Crawford's willing to show, what is he keeping behind closed doors? While fans continue to be impressed with Crawford's strategic preparation, one major question still looms over the entire fight. Can Terence Crawford realistically succeed at 168 pounds? It's not a small leap. Crawford is jumping 2 full weight classes from his last sanctioned fight. And while he looked sharp in his August victory over Israel Madrimov at 154, that was his first and only bout above welterweight. In contrast, Canelo has spent the last 7 years dominating super middleweight, defeating world-class fighters like Golovkin, Callum Smith, and Caleb Plant. Critics argue that power and pressure at 168 is a completely different world, and no amount of slick movement can change simple physics. Muscle mass, punch resistance, and ring presence all shift dramatically at this level.
Terence Crawford has had one fight above 147 pounds, and everyone, including Terence Crawford, will tell you that was not his finest performance against Israel Madrimov. He is older than Canelo, he is coming up in weight, he is coming off a long layoff. I can't look at Canelo Williams' school and say, you know what, Canelo is too far in a decline to beat Terence Crawford. Not until I've seen what Terence Crawford looks like at 168 pounds.
Yet Crawford doesn't seem phased. His leaked footage shows him training at high intensity with sparring partners closer to Canelo's size, and he appears to be holding his own, if not controlling the pace entirely. His camp remains confident that Crawford's speed, timing, and IQ will outweigh any size gap. Still, the boxing community remains divided, because jumping divisions has ended many promising campaigns in the past. The stakes are clear. Crawford isn't just fighting for another belt. He's betting his legacy on whether skill can outclass size at the very top level. Originally announced for September 12th at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, the Crawford vs. Canelo super fight has already seen some unexpected shakeups. Turki Al-Sheikh, the Saudi Arabian chairman behind Riyadh's season, recently revealed the bout will now take place on Saturday, September 13th. and that the venue is still being negotiated. New York, Los Angeles, and Las Vegas are all being considered, with the final decision likely hinging on global streaming rights and arena contracts.
We'll announce the details that about the Canelo and Crawford fight, the big fight in the history of boxing. We'll not announce it before the 3rd. All the details, and there is surprise about who will be the promoter of this big fight.
Wherever it lands, one thing is guaranteed. It will headline as a Riyadh season PPV mega event, adding international prestige and financial pressure to an already massive fight. But just as the location drama hit headlines, Canelo fired back. Seemingly in response to the viral Crawford footage, Canelo released his own training montage, shot in crisp first-person point of view, displaying blistering power combinations and his trademark body shots that have broken champions before. It was raw, aggressive, and clearly a message. I'm ready. Yet even more intriguing are whispers coming from within both camps. Some insiders are quietly suggesting that a mole inside Canelo's inner circle may have leaked key information to Crawford months ago, possibly even strategy notes or conditioning data. While unconfirmed, the rumor has added another layer of intrigue, with fans speculating whether Crawford's precise preparation is based on more than just tape study. As these rumors swirl, it's clear that this fight is no longer just physical, it's psychological. Mind games are being played on every level, and both fighters know every word, every clip, and every leak could be part of something bigger. Just days after Crawford's leaked training footage sent shockwaves through the boxing world, Canelo Alvarez responded, not with words, but with a statement of pure force. He dropped an intense, high-production training montage filmed in first-person point of view, giving viewers a fighter's eye view of what it's like to be on the receiving end of his famously devastating combinations. In the video, Canelo looked razor-sharp, his head movement tight, his footwork heavy and purposeful, and his signature body shots landing with the kind of thudding power that made him a legend at 168 pounds. But this wasn't just a workout video. The tone, the timing, the delivery, it felt like a challenge. The message? I saw the leak, I see what you're doing, and I'm not backing down. Some boxing insiders and PR analysts believe the release was deliberately timed, a strategic move by Team Canelo to regain control of the narrative after Crawford's footage dominated headlines. If that's true, it worked. Overnight, the internet was buzzing again, but this time, the conversation shifted. Fans began debating not just who looked sharper, but who was winning the mental war. Canelo, long considered the composed tactician who rarely shows emotion outside the ring, had just broken his silence. Not with trash talk, but with precision violence caught on camera. It was quiet, cold, calculated, and it said more than any press conference ever could. Behind the cameras and training montages, something deeper is unfolding. A psychological chess match between two of the smartest fighters in modern boxing. On the surface, there's mutual respect. Both are undisputed champions. Both are veterans of high-pressure fights.
And the platform, you will see the big fights in it. We finish everything, but I respect the request from Canelo. He wants to focus in his big fight and dangerous fight.
Behind the scenes, the tension is growing. Multiple sources close to the event claim that Turki Al-Sheikh, the influential Saudi promoter overseeing the Riyadh season PPV, has been carefully navigating negotiations between both camps. From purse splits to press tour details, the stakes are high and every move is scrutinized. But there's more. Whispers from within Crawford's circle suggest that they suspect Team Canelo of orchestrating psychological tactics, including the timing of their video response and even the strategic silence from Canelo himself. Others believe there may have been counter leaks, purposefully released footage or misinformation designed to mislead, distract, or rattle. When asked about the rumors during a brief interview, Crawford didn't flinch. He didn't explain. He didn't accuse. Instead, he said something that instantly went viral. I see what they're doing, but they forgot I'm already 10 moves ahead. That single line became a mantra among fans. Some took it as confidence, others a warning. But what's clear is this: Crawford believes he's in control, and whether it's true or just expertly played mind games, it's working. Because now, even before a single punch is thrown, this fight is living rent-free in everyone's heads.
I feel like I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out. From Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't do
Obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not. Kovalev.
Kovalev was older. He does.
Billy
He
Joe.
does. Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power.
Beyond the drama, the leaks, and the training clips lies something even bigger: legacy. This fight isn't just about titles, it's about rewriting boxing history. If Crawford wins, he will become the first male fighter in the four-belt era to be an undisputed champion in 3 different weight classes. From lightweight to welterweight, and now super middleweight. No man has ever done it. For Canelo, the stakes are just as high. He's already the king at 168, having unified the division and defended it against world-class opposition. But beating Crawford, a younger, faster, unbeaten tactician, would cement his reign. It would silence the doubters who questioned his performance against Skull, and remind the world why his name still sits at the top of pound-for-pound lists. Both men have everything to gain, and everything to lose. Makes this bout even more rare is that both fighters enter as undisputed champions in their respective divisions. 2 complete fighters. No catchweights, no tune-ups. Just pure elite-level boxing. The leaked footage, the mind games, the legacy at stake. Everything is building toward a fight that could change boxing forever. So now it's your turn. Do you believe Crawford can master the jump to 168 and make history? Or will Canelo remind the world why power, pressure, and pedigree still rule the ring? Drop your predictions in the comments. Smash the like button if you're hyped for fight night, and don't forget to subscribe, because the mind games are only just beginning, and this channel will be breaking it all down every step of the way. Fans, legends, and analysts are calling it the most cerebral fight of the decade. A true test of strategy versus strength, of adaptation versus experience. But as we inch closer to September 13th, one question refuses to go away. Can Crawford's brilliant mind and flawless timing truly outmatch the raw force chin and ring generalship of the most dominant super middleweight of the last decade? Or will this be the moment Crawford finally flies too close to the sun?